Live from Oakland, California, the Bay Area, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Oakland Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go? Today's starting pitcher, Dalton Jeffries.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Line drive, and that's down. A base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
And now it's Brandon Lowe. Comes the 2-2. Got him! And 1 out now. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Mike Zunino.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 1-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Austin Meadows.
Austin Meadows now. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I love the approach to handling that cutter on the inside corner. Didn't hit it hard, but he kept his hands tight to the body and just took that barrel directly to the baseball. And that's what allowed him to spray it out there and find a hole somewhere.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Bounced up the middle, and that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Yandy Diaz now. Next pitch downstairs. 2-1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The 2-1. Here's a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a guy or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Here's Manuel Margot. On the ground to short. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. He's in there.
Well done. Drives in the run. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now on the bump, Kirby Snead. He's been so good against lefties.
Well, I think that what makes him so tough against left-handers is he hides the ball for a long time. And from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
So up next, Brett Phillips. At the belt and fires.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That one is gone. Randy Arozarena bless one out. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Wander Franco. And now 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. That one ripped. He can't get there, and that should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Brandon
Lau at the plate. And a pitch. Smoked on the ground to second. Kemp gets it to first. Lau out on the play. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Rays 8 and the A's 0. Bottom of the 1st. And on the hill today, Drew Rasmussen. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
We go to the bottom of the 1st. Here's Tony Kemp. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And a quick out, number 1.
batting second.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because It's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Line drive, caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's Sean Murphy. One and two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We move to the second here in Oakland. It's the second inning set to go. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Mike Zunino.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Austin.
Now it's Austin Meadows. Singled and scored his first time. Next offering is in for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and aggressive defensive shifting, defense isn't necessarily just about making errors. Are you able to get to balls? Are you able to fill spots where guys hit the ball? Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Rolled to short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Out there, but that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Snead checks on first. Kiermaier gets back easily. Kiermaier, the runner at first with two gone. Slice to right. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
The designated hitter, Manuel.
Brent Honeywell Jr. comes on now. Hasn't pitched in a while. He's had the last 5 days off.
Number 45, Brent Honeywell Jr.
Manuel Margot next to hit for the Rays. And he's already singled in this game. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. First and second, two down. And he chases that one. That ends the frame. So the Rays strand a pair as it remains an 8-0 game.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Bottom of the inning. So here's Brown at the plate.
I mean, these guys know they have to get going out of the gates, but you're not going to hear a skipper. You're not going to hear people really say that, because this game's hard enough, and you know, you try to minimize the pressure that you put on yourself or that you take in from outside. So, you know, sticking to the plan, the process every day, coming in, doing your work, making the adjustments you need to make, and just focusing on the task at hand that day.
kicks and deals. And that one missing low. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Two now. Stays alive. Got him looking. That's his second strikeout. Chad Pinder now. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. One down, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Tracks it down for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, Christian.
Here's Christian Pache. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 2 down, nobody on. Called strike right there.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Phillips makes the catch, and that'll do it. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Rays 8 and the A's nothing. Back here in the East Bay, top half of the 3rd inning. Now the third baseman, Brett Phillips. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. I'll tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Here's a 1-1. Ripped on a line. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Wander Franco.
Now batting, Wander Franco. The 1-1. Up the middle. Andrews gloves it. Throws, save. And that was close.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
So man aboard, Brandon Lau. Next to hit for the Rays. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Franco around third. He'll score, and they now lead by 9.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice line drive
Now
to the
batting,
pull side.
catcher,
Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Mike Zunino next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 2. Next pitch in the dirt. 2-1. And the right-hander deals. That's in there. That's strike 2.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Got him. Good job of damage control right there. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Sheldon Noisy.
Well, as a hitter, you don't want to be part of a team that was no hit. I mean, that's embarrassing, man. So this guy right here, he's looking to do anything he can in this leadoff at bat to make it tough.
Here's a 1-1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Righty to the plate. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Here's Jed Lowry.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
One now. Check swing, but he went too far. Yeah, the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here's Stephen Vogt.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
The 1-1. To short, could be 2. Over to Lau. And that does it. It's a no-hitter.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching, guys are making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball.